Hello everyone, I'm Daniel Shayeste. Soon I will start a series on my talk about evangelism, aiming to give you some very influential evangelistic tool for your outreach. I just want to talk about that to you today as an introduction and give you some information why I'm going to do this. You have probably watched my testimony somewhere and heard that I was a radical Muslim politician and teacher, how I voiced my opposition against Ayatollah Khomeini, the supreme religious leader in Iran, was sentenced to death, fled from Iran, in Turkey, met Jesus, who changed my life in an amazing way and further made me vocal for his cause in all over the world. In case if you haven't watched my testimony, I'd really encourage you to watch it. You can watch it online on YouTube through Exodus from Darkness channels. Prior to reading the gospel and giving my heart to Jesus, through my doctoral study, I did university research on religions, cultures, ideologies, and had realized that Western cultural values were the major cause for progress in advanced countries. After reading the gospel, I discovered that those wonderful cultural values were all rooted in the gospel. I also was able to understand that the destructive things some of the Western leaders did in the West and in other countries were when they turned their back on the teachings of Jesus Christ. Gospel acted for me like a sharp projector to enable me to see the root cause for people's success and failure. It was then I was able to figure out why radical and committed Muslims block progress. Because the God the Prophet of Islam had created in his mind was the major reason and is the major reason for Muslims' failure. Gospel has an amazing piece of wisdom and tells us, if the root is holy, so are the branches. With the same logic, we can say, if the root is unholy, evil, and the cause of all failure, so are the branches. So you see, the problem in the life of committed Muslim is coming from where? I didn't know that because I didn't have the sharp eyes of the gospel. As the followers of Jesus Christ, we need to carry the eyes of the gospel with us in order to reveal the root of people's belief to them in comparison with our root in Jesus Christ, and prove to them that they are not on the right path. Revealing the root is the focal point of Jesus. And he wants us to do the same, to follow his footsteps. He actually asked us in the gospel to do so. In John's gospel, chapter 20, verse 21, he says, "As the Father has sent me, even so I am sending you." So this verse is expecting from us to follow the pattern of Jesus, to follow the evangelistic method of Jesus, in order to be able to reveal the root of people's belief to them clearly, so they can see it and they weigh it and they can make a proper decision. I have been in many parts of the world and unfortunately has seen that many followers of Christ are not familiar with the broad evangelistic method. The world has changed dramatically. We need to prepare ourselves. The world has advanced in many ways and also is confused in many ways. People need convincing reason from us to direct their lives. Fortunately, there are many questions, topics, wisdom and logical pieces that are not rejected easily by people. They rather prepare people for a productive conversation. I have had amazing experiences in my conversation with people. I saw how some questions and logical questions really caught them, drew their attention, and they wanted to continue the conversation with me by relying on our consciences and waiting for a useful result. So we need to carry the sharpness of gospel with us. And this is the reason I have decided to prepare this series of my talks about evangelism. And you are really going to be blessed and highly encouraged. So what you need to do is to try your best not to miss any of my successive talks about evangelism. Thank you so much for spending time with me. God bless you.